Disclaimer. The views expressed by the hosts and guests of the podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of any of their sponsors, employees, and affiliates.
I listen to it on the internet.
Being Tsonga in SA.
Listen live, online.
I'm Shane. This episode of Being Tsonga in SA is proudly sponsored by Sagwadi Hotel, a 4-star establishment in Mukutlu, in the town of Hazeview. For more information, contact Sagwadi Hotel on 013 010 1780.
I listen to it on the internet.
Being Tsonga in SA.
Listen live, online.
Anyone who has an idea trying to break into this industry, switivi kuri ayileka nyini la kwa munhu akata ku xavelela industry leya baba. Find your pocket kuma vanhu lava nga ta tirha na vona va nga ta ku sirhelela, and yeah, it's like a mafia nyana. It's like
as well.
it's like a jail. Loko nghena ku ri hava futhi va ka n'wina ta tinyela ku tshama khoneni ma e cigarette
Anyway.
Yeah. That's colleague. Oh
No, Mutimbi, that's fine. We
oh yeah, reflecting
yes,
on our baby.
On our baby. We had a show. We applied to the NVF, which is thank you. They give us 1.2 million. It's out there in public. And we had a show in Pumalang called Timbi, the television.
We shot.
No, we shot.
The last village in South Africa by the border of Mozambique.
That argument, I have a problem with it, but anyway.
No, the last village. It's the last village by the border of Mozambique, not the last village of South Africa completely.
Okay, because there's that line.
From the context here, South Africa and standing.
Okay.
So that is the last village of South Africa by the Mozambican border.
Yeah. So we went and shot there. Actually, it was very nice because you realize that second week, well, of course, the first week you got there was a strike during
barrel.
So there was a strike. Our part in there, it was quite stressful because you're thinking, oh my God, how are we gonna shoot this? And then eventually the strike, Shehela, we did our pre-production that week, Shehela, and we went start shooting. I think by the second week, man, or before the end of the first week,
yeah,
community you could see Amukerile.
First week, look at
it was the first week.
They were already expecting us. Earlier. Kurmina when I don't know, man. A triumph.
I'm going to triumph na Musa na Vus, yes.
I know beautiful people.
No, they are very beautiful people because when they were to introduce ourselves, they were man, Lakota will come and do this.
And but they never put pressure on us to say.
No, yeah.
Because we've worked now on Balaka Malamle to this day.
Mina drama.
Hey, Banbaga Malamle. So good Samela on Relela, eh, Pelavan, Womi Chaba, movie woman. So it am phone la duta klamseta yesh.
I think we should call him. Yeah, but the second week, like first week, I was like, apparently at one point we shot something and we left the spanners. But what I loved about the whole community, I would go and ask things at the moment where I need it. I'll go to a random house. One of them we went together.
Oh yeah, like a papale. Isbui. We
go to a random house, ask us. We see we're hitting.
Yeah, I'm
we love this. Can we? And the house I went them. Can we?
It's what's that I say, Samaris? You remember we wanted to almost pay for. Time go to Magaya Mali. Him I go say Sho Madjozi. You reveal the sense of community.
Sense of community.
Him I go. Asutandini ambi concept yo munhu angena fika ku kombela mati.
It's
kombela twandlala ni vuya ni suka kwi ni le ku fambeni ni no bana ndlala ni kombela mini pfuna kona I concept ya normal la hi vuya kona asutandini. Mara loko hi ri la Joni toloveli munhu ku pakisa movha 2 rand. Munhu ku nyika the direction 5.
Speaking of the lady next door.
Yeah.
I love my neighbor, bro.
Yeah.
So look, whilst we're still building land.
Yeah.
I love a at one point. Generator, I say funny, I found whatever the case. guess it was an emergency thing.
Mm.
Went to her, asked, and she gave us an extension cord.
Mikoka gezi.
Kwa gezi.
Ngagwele lokushini phela la swendlu uswe.
One reason. And then kwa gezi bakat whatever they were cutting.
Yeah.
Lokwe heta.
Say mila ngunyaka kodring.
Asbar. I went there because we took it for 2 days. So I'm like, okay, I'll give at least 150 because then it was like 200 a day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll give at least 150, 300 at least. Just to say thank you. Okay, because like how 3 minutes.
My akari na umuntu.
We don't do that. Keep your money.
And it's insulting, pen.
It is insulting actually.
Hey,
because I'm helping you.
I was, and if this embarrassed me because neso endleka mlungu ngwana nile baren safe drive or something aniyaku align in mavilo. So look afika la unbela move or no, your alignment is actually fine from the Justicia trip. Yeah, ani usibone na ifama down kanjani so hey so boy bending movale. So logo ayeta la no, there's nothing wrong with your wheels. I will actually not charge you. Himina lo isenle kudzuzeni. Aku no, it's fine, sir. Okay.
At one level, at one element
without anyone trying to cash in on the next person.
You know? So yeah, so we shot, guys, the show. I think we shot beautiful things. We shot beautiful things.
That's the best product we've done to date.
I would like to believe. I think we're learning and we're improving.
Hey, I mina ntseka ngopfu sipara wa stanza kuswayini. Ku hava book how to book of how to run a production, how to work with people. As much as bangatsala just the general, but in a South African context, nasumalani and bringing people over just based off a vision to say Mashak.
We brought over 100 people, bro.
To do that, Sbara, and in a space where Banlava could have literally just closed off their doors, but and that it demands by a performer, but they were the first to say, hey,
those interns,
well, like even abana bahinda bala kutiwa kuriyo kubhizi la. What's not she's a shanganga. Ona she's a shanganga when
yeah.
She take ambiri she's a lisha. She shangana shona someone nitsamla and then he was just excited and
Zulwan exactly.
Shuku, hey, nasungula mina kubona the camera.
I remember I showed him like the first time he came, I was on the drone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, do you want to come see? Check it out. And he was so excited. Like, what? It's just this like this is so you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, Iguri, hopefully with such productions, such projects, it will help to open our people. There is a certain quality. There's a certain level that we need to hit.
It's just normalizing. Even Boston and Boy, it's just access to it. I never go in what a man. Siabela. Siabela is in radio. I know him through when I need people, but I should be in the history. As well informed. Plus, he just joined Guyana, by the way. Okay. Hopefully, I'm pushing.
Hopefully, absolutely.
But we were talking about Makayo. He was asking me, when I as Tsonga, he was, I mentioned, I'm joining VEDS. So, hey, it's very rare for people like you for people like us, to get exposure or opportunities to these places. No, it's not, my opportunity. I've been getting work for Bing Tsonga. I've never been told I can't enter the space, I can't work here because of, and it became an awkward discussion. You are just an exception. Majority of abantu suffer for being from that side.
True.
No, yeah, now but he wanted to write an article. No, but I can't come out publicly and say so experience. I've never heard anyone say, hey, leshangane, it's a script. No one has ever done that to me. But I know the struggles. But when it comes to work, even the reason why Shulu exists is because our Steve of this problem, and we're trying to create as many jobs for Tsonga just to have that exposure. When they play in the big leagues,
so
they know
they have an idea.
But Watsonga nlava address le kuna rinyadzo when they work for munhu wakavona. It's like they don't want to put in 100% and then look we demand abarila ngaku wena wa bashane but ngaku ima ku sintirela mtima I must relax.
Is that what's only though?
It's just black people working for black people.
It's
Kuna ku relax. Kuna ku we can chill. We cool.
And there's an expectation that
you must.
I'll be fine with you
giving me mediocrity
and
or just standard work. You don't
understand that. I don't understand that.
And loko va tirhela valungu hambi mulungu la rimzana a va hakela R2.
Dude,
they will
run.
Oh, break their backs bar. Ibu wena munhu aku performela munhu. Kasi wena u teli ku endla yini? A wu ta ku tirheni kasi.
You know, and I felt with the experience that we had with your Timbita, of course we had such challenges where people would expect
to drag their feet
and
smile.
To be okay about it. From there, I took a quick decision, man. Yeah. If it means, and someone might say if money is arrogant on this, because his ego needs to be checked, it's fine. But if it means I'll be hated for wanting to get a proper quality product to view our people in a good light, so be it. Hate me. I will not care about it, because at the end of the day, you cannot. I'm paying you.
And they took the man.
And you took the man. And even if I'm not paying you, Fana, the fact that I proposed an idea to you
and you bought into
it, come work.
And which is a very crazy concept. Or rely an opportunity.
You are given this thing.
So jigo me na mutlaya antitukahle kumba and yeah. And you could have stayed wherever. Loko nga titwa kahle awuti ntirhweni so you want to come utava xigulani ntirhweni.
We had a couple of medical emergencies. I like how we dealt with them as a new company.
Yeah, ani was ta supuna ibumunhu swara ibumunhu bya hina kicked in. Loko I nga ri na vumunhu would have handled. You know when the reason why I never wanted to run a production company was that it was the way I saw people were being treated where I used to work. I was like I don't want to be this person. And it's like when depressed when one obzala every day but dragged up because they have to deal with me. Or the has to be number one, smoke 2 joints, a baby to come to come.
Yeah, they don't do that. But at the same time, the problem with that, people bring in mediocre.
No, of course, but when you become nice, they think weak.
That's why I.
And the second was my team because I know Mina Ambi Manamana should be going to work in some of the productions she works.
Nah.
Now look at Walangwana, like those niggas were like, hey, we don't give a fuck.
What nonsense is that?
Hey.
What may
like she gave birth today within 2 days or so. Or not 2 days, but throughout the pregnancy, I was going phone in, and the maternity leave it was 1 month.
Come on, guys.
She was back at work. Same times, but and Garwalo, you know how it's difficult. I'm unemployed.
But here's what we did.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that we had a lot of women in key positions.
Yeah.
Because you and I would not have picked it up. The fact that remember
wash out the pads.
Wash out the pads. So
man.
How they come back with pads, I'm thinking, okay, so the pads.
What's going to put this on? So the pads later production. Because I was trying to find a way.
Exactly. No, because I had that question. Because I was just waiting for a good meeting. Guys, why are we buying pads? But fortunately, even before we brought it up, they brought it up.
And you know, these are the things, even the women in SAF, Banyana.
You see, so when she explained that, I know about such things. Even in, look, you go to a company, bro, you go to the toilet, there's condom, what in the toilet. But there are no pads.
Mara sexy rang so much. And I could done and that's in the contract.
It's in the contract.
And I did want to go the condom to look so we are good day.
On this
Maracona condom and the pads at the corner, which are basics.
It's a basic.
And the one side could be attacked at any point.
Any point. So when those ladies Koketuna Namusa did that, I was like, wow. That's
'Cause
that
we could have missed it.
I don't know. I would have not forget missing it, bro. We would not even.
And I thought
Done
maybe
it.
get defensive. Look, someone attack. Can you buy me pads?
A fellow would be good. What do you mean?
Cause what the pads, man?
But honestly, if someone comes to me right now and Tirwen,
Yeah, I'm gonna let the
You know,
pads.
probably I would have understood out of my own pocket
Yeah.
because I've got girls. I've been always been
Yeah.
surrounded by girls. Like I would have understood from my pocket.
Yeah.
But I would have been defensive if I would have.
Company
Company
must buy
I would have
the.
asked, what do you mean? what does it mean? But for me, that experience,
Yeah.
it taught me, Guri, listen, for money, from now on, every production guys, you need to buy pads. Listen, you spoke about Maka, Nsuku Nukuri. We shot a film. Let's call this guy.
Manyangatsi.
Let's call this guy. Hopefully, he'll give us a different perspective.
But they're not happy with us. Come on,
No,
that's a fact.
But what? Let me ask this question: what do they know about the nature of this beast?
Baloy.
Yeah,
Semhlambeni Baloy.
yeah, send the grind.
Baloy say it's a journey for me.
So mbaleke kamalanele Baloyi.
What's the butandi?
I call him.
Mbaleke rini? Awami ngabuli sembalekile.
I call him.
Khale rini?
Asinoma lembe yohlaya
Suyina
siyolokhu 5 plus.
Yeah, Baloyi.
Kunjani ka? Ushap? Yensuku. Untwa kahle kumbe
Yeah.
network yona ikhomba
Yeah,
kahle.
man.
Se irini gang uloko lobe nabo Mr Post nabo Solly Makamu la kukunapa. But before ingena ka teto, anoti kubzeleni Fumani. Kuri
Yeah, tsema.
okay, ere kufonela hi tsika WhatsApp call. Ndakufona sweswo.
Yeah. Sure.
Se va ta heta na ti airtime ta yena. Swigangu swa hina hi ta swi fonela yena.
Hello?
Sure. Loko yi nga khomi network se le ya la u tshama kona.
Hayi, ya mina yi sharp.
Okay.
Ayi.
Se ba o ri genge yi le ku rileni ya ka Malamulele yi rina a hi le ku humiseni movie.
Yeah.
Kasi movie leyi kasi loko why hina hi nga byeriwi kumbe swi nga vulavuriwi ka group swi vulavuriwa xihundleni
Etikhonweni.
ende ku vangeliwa wena pressure or one vo ka va nga ku chavi.
Yeah, minyazeka.
Mara nandu wa mani ku ri movie nga humi.
Hayi. Anando o management ikwayo.
Okay, ni khensa sweswo a ni kumela ku komba hina hi ritiwa. Movie yona yi ta huma u ngo va byela sweswo but tani ni nga ku hlamuseta Manyangatsi ku va movie yi nga ta huma hi ri ha plan sivarema ku se hi to va hi kha hi humesela nawu yi ta tshama ka YouTube yi fana na ti-movie ta Solly Makamu sweswo hi nge swi endli sweswo. Se ha ri ka Solly u ku endli wena na hlamuseta Fumani is like technically an outsider ka music wa Tsonga.
Kumeleni.
U
Ube endlini. Ku endliwe na
phela swi fana na censorship leswi vari.
Mm.
These guys are telling a journalist, okay, I journalist Nsuku, but he's media.
No, but he's been doing music.
Yeah, he's been reviewing music. Bang
for a
byela
while, yes.
bo Solly bang yeli ka bona sibari ku ya byela vatswari va yena ku ri hi ta n'wi napa demani
What?
ta ze n'wi dlaya. La, yeah.
What?
I ra ku hlamuseta yena. Vulavula Nsuku.
Yeah. Xo sungula lexi nga ta xi vula ne
Eh.
i ku ni ta vulavula hi sweswo la ka platform because platform ya mina because se ni ku kaya mina ni nge va kahle.
Yeah, okay.
I know it's good. I mean,
No, but just to make it clear, we brought you in to understand good what happened. Remember, our platform is about the experience of Tsonga in South Africa. So it's us bringing you in our platform to ask you what happened to you.
And Nsuku is the biggest music reviewer and music disc.
That's the thing.
Yeah, number one. Loko kutaka distribution ya music wa Tsonga, kutsala ya music wa Tsonga, to document music wa
So
Tsonga.
he's
And the biggest artist of this time, Solly Makamu Mr Post. But same sangwana wa 2000 mbama for what he wrote.
2000.
Kasa wa 2000 wena. Ni boni na idea wena.
So what happened, Balu?
Oh, lexi nga humelela ne i ku hi ku twisisa ka mina mo ni hlamusela hi twisisa ka mina the sequence of events loko swi teka swa mina na Solly Makamu, because at the beginning mabasanisho ya tsundzuka khale, probably vo 2015, so loko mistake loko na ha ri na ku tsakela ku documenta Tsonga, the first person which I approached and did an interview with akuri Solly Makamu. So from that stage, I think we some sort grew closer. I also it about masiku hinkwawo kumbe ku hi tichomi, but I would randomly go. I had a song on WhatsApp. So kumina this other time where Swara Ingani striker. And like when you striker, I went to
Striker ka YouTube.
YouTube.
So striker is like a reporter account ya wena to get it suspended.
Oh, YouTube, they can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So if you post something about me, I can just say mundu untorabela thako or
yeah. So niya ifika ibona na like ifika I unblock you, and we also recorded an interview na Solly Makamu.
So waku block ibile ko meetini mi tlhela mi record interview na kambe.
Yeah, he unblocked me. The strikes letiya uti retracted. So it happened during that time, after loko say he recorded his interview and stuff. So the interview was actually scheduled to uta itaba kona ka his YouTube channel, but it was later cancelled imagaku ni bana see ka music video maninga uma ya mask ya bo. So the music video, Solly Makamu was trying to show off his technology. The whole music video is
green screen so big.
Yeah, at the close.
I had to green screens bara say I am busy.
So they didn't key it well.
It was just terrible. Go to, let me open it for you. Yeah, balabula nsuku nukomba fumana wena loko wa hlamseta.
So never na I review no in that ka video one balabula so like why man. Your music video should have direction. It shouldn't be a thing ya kumuntu I showcase good technology and technology we do away. So as we listen African kahle mabo. So loko singa fika kahle in Kelani strike wa futhi.
That same video le ungayi posta yo music video I sharp.
La sana bangi ka music video. Ku ilando at same tin'wana ta ku na tisimi ta vilavila ka YouTube channel ya mina.
Oh.
So ni strike yo. When strike yo, see, because YouTube you can get 3 days. Ya ku contact munhu anga ku strike like 7 days.
Yeah.
So anuko ninge ngihlamula. Mara kuna sibona ku ani ri na use na YouTube channel ya ni send a message. Loko send a message como it was calculated, ani ri ndeluyini vela send a lot of screenshots tin'wana ta ka Facebook of some of my posts. Ni ntamzela ku ninge sikoti hi mhaka ku then the reason I put the screenshots letiya to cut the story short, we ended up resolving things nkarhi woluwa
Raumbirhi
swi hela ivi se channel ya mina yi tlhela yi vuya ivi just share.
Oh, I once saw this thing somewhere in passing, and I didn't understand what was happening, and I left it immediately.
Hello?
Well, if man will react that uloku boneni the music video ya mask ya bo.
Yeah. So this year I think or last year or early this year we wanna meeting un'wanyana Solly Makamu na skhetho so I don't know that I reach up until recently loko se out of nowhere ni vona ku post status so landzelelana ka WhatsApp ku ni lava ku bifa ni ngere se me Pusi Manyangatsi some of the things that started la actually directed to me no
Pusi Manyangatsi kambe I malume wa wena.
yeah I papa Tsonga wa mina.
Okay.
Yeah, so I at that stage ni reach out trying to understand ku vai but anela ngini kuma nhlamulo swela sifika la papa Tsonga wa mina va nga solve yoxe because you didn't want to be involved ka anything leswi va nga ri ku direct involved ka swona
Nakho.
so helela kwalaho but I think it was last week or last of last week the committee called 2-3 from Kaya hey our fikini ehosi na some of his crew
Abari bangani?
Hosi.
no
Ubula hosi.
No.
Hosi
Oh.
Makamu. Abafike bari bangani? Aku tela na gang.
yeah ku ri gang so ku ri timhaka ta ku a ni swi tivi ku a ni laveliwa yini to be specific but va vina like va hlangana na xiyisa xin'wanyana xa cousin ya mina ne so i khale xi kha xi swi landzelela swilo leswiwani so a xi zangi xi lava ku teka sayiti ra munhu xi va byeli ku na n'wina ma n'wi sukela so if there must be a solution loko mi lava suku a hambana na n'wina hambana na yena that's the best solution. So that's why I end up near that ana lavi ku bula chumu specifically ka yena straight but with the music that comes from his studio and stuff I will still continue to review and but then
so kunyika abantu context Fumani so Solly malume wa papa Tsonga wa Nsuku bitra bona iPusi so Diman Solly he was busy ridiculing malume wa papa Tsonga wa Nsuku on social media.
Okay.
Baka akago hey mina ni bifa na mtswari.
Okay.
This is beef. Nsuku had not done anything that extreme. This is the artist going out his way to say me anywena utsala the review to or music wa mina unyawule na whatever me nta chingela papa wena.
Okay.
He even put him on in ka video. He even went found him angenisa ka video and malume papa Tsonga wa Nsuku is a very friendly guy. I've met him. Angunyikana hamba ungunyika imali or ngishabele tibiya or something to make him look like ngakho ayitlhariyangi.
What the hell?
This is what this nigga did. And mina about this just from watching from videos as a view, as a spectator. Now the man jiggy Nsuku sule social like internet openly when he writes his stuff. Solely yena angasungula kuba personal by going directly and contacting his family members. So wabuya utana ulanda majita kuyiwa ka Nsuku to intimidate literally phela loko nongena ka wena siba seyinyiphi phela sweswo.
No, but of course.
Yema kwa usti kuna man ka yena. So mita mihlengeletana nini. Mita ka yena mta babyela ku ri u tsala mbodza ya mina. N'wi byele na.
But if went mbodza isn't it how it's supposed to be like?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. That's what reviews are supposed to say.
Reviews are not supposed to take any favor or whatsoever.
And abarili loko Manyangatsi akhatsa like the enemy tabona akhati chakunya. Abarili.
Oh.
Yeah, abarili when he's writing good stuff about them, when he's giving them credit, when he's giving them relevance, abarili. As soon as I know imbodza siyasuka. So if Vicky ring Nsuku bua ala kuranga Solly Makamu Loko vhiki just 2 days later Mr Post wasungula.
Mr Post na uri ungatsali.
Ya Mr Post yi tikomba na hi suka kule because loko sile yi hlamusela yi ri khale yi kha yi vona swi video swa mina. Khale timhaka ta ku a ti tangangi ti leha ngopfu hi ku a yo ni byela ku ni nga kaneti swilo leswi ni swi tivaka. So Mr Post yi kwatisiwa hi ku loko yi suka le ka vo Joyce Rimari ni endle
a va ri swona jo
hayi ni ku ni endle review ni ku I don't think swi swa ha ta fana because Mr Post ani u sungule a tirha a ri yexe ho South Joe, so improvement ya yena hi voni loko a fika ka Joe. So i review ya mina kahle a yi ku hi mhaka ku loko a ri yexe u improve again before ku a ngo swi kota ngopfu ku fana na loko a ri ka Joe. So chances are standard xi ta tlhela xi dropa, a ni ri xi ta dropa yi tlhelela le ndzhaku, but then a xi nge he fani na leswi a xi swona le ka Joe Shirman. So
and he only managed to do one good project for ka fambi ka Joe 1.5 kahle letin'wana u loko upeni.
But Nako, yes.
So he didn't take it very nice. Even say kahle into I lo yimela mistake yin'we
Ita ku napa.
Ya direct ku ita kota ku kuma opportunity yo attack.
Ya ku ngena basically.
Yeah, ni chance ndiso no.
Some so
No ndelo sohundla.
Zero no bati va swihundla yena. There's a call on YouTube. Ndakutlangela yona after this. Nsuku yi recording. Mr Post ka ngizwela ku yini tiva swilo hi wena leswi nga ku onako.
Guys, why are we being personal? Why are we going to this level? But again, so what was your reaction when so are you? I hope you're not gonna be physical as well. I hope you're not gonna go there and now try to prove your ego. Because as boys, it's for me, it's people who are insecure about their own stuff who are trying to prove kuri they can, but because I mean, for them to prove kuri they are better, produce better work.
Yeah, that's the listener evidence for that sort.
And the logo uzobhayiswa i review. Review isubula kwa utiyanga. Embodza phela swilo songashibi.
Do you know I was in Nsuku? 2006, 2007, somewhere there. And listen, kutsakuma a review ka Sowetan zwara. Ka Sowetan. You go fumani shulubana spoke like a strangled chicken. And this is she's sala shamu about patience man about patience ntuli. He spoke like a strangled chicken. So basically what Mr Post na barman
Solly
Makamu saying you could me anfa ni sote
manu ya ngumzala ukunda
kunapa me.
Ngatsala mbodza me.
And here's the reality. When I did that play, I entered cards Eben bro. Windy bro.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. I did not do proper voice exercises.
Yeah.
The time when they came. I did not do, we partied the night before.
Oh.
So when the following day I came, voice I swara.
And you had to do what you
and I had to perform. And I didn't, that's how I spoke. I spoke. Based on the truth.
It was not personal.
So from there, what I did with that particular, I made sure, till today, answer for voice.
Mina leshi was why nere interested ka topic le. Reviewing music is something that I feel like I started. Imakwakura abatsonga ba endla reviewing music. And nkarhi wa hina when we were doing it, akusethama kubana artists, yes, they would complain bakutsala thaka baromela gang, but this is just on another level. As I feeling physical, akuyela kaya, and athela akutshembisa timbama swi vula ku suku phela u byeriwa ku ri loko wo bayiza ita kuma byaleni.
Basically, here's that.
Anga safe.
Yeah, cause na issue yin'wanyana yi nga endla ni ti vutisa ku why ku cinciwa na mahlamuselelo loko hosi leyi yi byeliwa le kaya ku there's a video that I did leyi yi nga yi costa ntirho ka munghana lonene, and still it's proper to mention other platforms here.
I know. Mention hinkwavo swa.
Yeah, it's actually after the awards letiya ta munghana lonene
Leti yena ti criticize hi makwanga wina.
Yes, but he criticized. I was about to say that.
Yi nga endla ku munghana lonene yi yivisa Makamu entirhweni.
Se uswala u hembela na nduna wena.
Nzami ku ku swi la tshama hansi no swi langutela. Ivi swi endlela ni kuma ku hayi man, for me it doesn't make sense.
So going forward ku humelela yini u ta tshika kumbe na ku vona se u nghenele general music u ta pona.
No, kwa general music leyi nghenela. I'm just trying to kombeta ba like the reality ya ku physique ya general music
that's a fact.
No like khale.
Khale vele, that was the reason why vavasati va yi rhandza swa. Mina na pfumela na point ya wena. Looks play a huge part svara ka selling an artist. That's why Makadzi has to be super talented compared to Sho Madjozi. Like Sho Madjozi afana na Makadzi, it would be a different story svara. She would actually need to have the songwriting ability, the vocal ability laying and looks play a huge role. What's on Rangani. The reason why Rangan is an underperformer, but because he looks good, that's why Baba Satma Muranda so Rangan. Along with the majority of his fan base, uta gengele Randa Rangan ina stock. Baba Satma Muranda Rangan and it doesn't do much. But anyway, so music was Tsonga ulukai billion swiss. Akuluku mini music dry season from Bubin, all the heavyweights. So for the past 2 years, the only person on our album or ilaba banga kwa teka barwambiri Solly Makamu Mr Post. The rest benu umesini wakambe na benu umesini, but asitwali ngaku kuna activity sitwala ngaku
You know what I think, guys, man? Like, let me quickly just bring it in.
Yeah.
My view with our Tsonga music, or rather Tsonga industry music,
traditional lowly.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll call it music in
general.
In general.
Yeah.
Ikuri, there is some sort of factionalism within us.
Ikona just within Rishaka Roche. So
yes. So what it does, instead of us now celebrating our genre, our music, our artists, what then happens, Ikuri, there's a guy that we nearly worked with, and then I won't mention names because you didn't give us.
Pitor.
No, not Pitor. We called after we did project.
Lo kamalamle.
Yes.
Lo ngangitsakele.
No, not. I don't know if it's that one. Anyway, I don't know if no. Okay. This one we agreed to do it.
Okay.
So, Mara, we could not. His discussion, which surprised me, could know he can't appear or he can't do something based on his fans. They won't be happy with this. And it's the same thing that I see from Babeni. It's the same thing that I'm seeing from
Post,
all of them. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, funny that the one group that brought me back to Music Tsonga, Limpopo Poison, and because I grew up
the review.
Besides the review,
the reason why namuhla kurina unsuku, it's because of Limpopo Poison. I started reviewing music because of Limpopo Poison. I used to listen to Dr. Chauke, but Dr. Chauke is the same person who actually made me stop listening to music, because at one point I felt it was so fun. and I stopped. Yeah, but
even the instrument for me is only the same. And remember, I'm an artist at the time. I'm now being
frustrated.
Why then they come Limpopo Poison. They just made my. So my point I'm trying to say here, Ikuri, here was a group that would have changed
the game.
the game. They changed the game. Yet, because of the factionalism that we have within Tsonga, Nsuku must not write about this. To your point that even though you included this Papa Tsonga in your stupid agenda,
Yeah.
but we end up fighting. We end up not. What have we achieved in terms of us as a people together as a group? Nothing. The reason why we struggle as Shichulu to put Tsonga in our stuff, that's one of the things that we always encounter again and time and again. So I don't understand, Guru, why are we. What's happening?
I think Kuduma ban were wrong.
Njani, guys, because
Abana vision, Nsuku is young. If Nsuku is able to just
to rattle you.
Hey, outside just him rattling them, he's not rattling them. Nsuku he's pointing out.
Rattle you in a sense that he gives an opinion and it shakes it to your point.
Who connected the dots that are obvious and abasula swana no loco like my piano. It take 5 minutes.
And I don't listen to it. Man, I've only four songs on piano that I like. 4.
So imako banu bangena ka industry and abana vision. So loko kufika situations like this, swish. Abarna plan loko the bookings tiwa. Abarna plan loko the source laba iba kona the sim or the trends. Bangwan ba imela like swish sbawela or whatever. They wait for like trends and they copy and try to flip it into song. So the lack of vision will constantly mean there's no innovation. Kwandlela inside distributor music. Imagobona sbar. Fuka balungu bafamba music why song has been suffering. Bojo babuyin through Limpopo Poison. Ibi kuba nantla kuku kuba na interest in music. And then
they messed it up.
Even when they split up, you can split up and still have different camps that can still.
And that
but
always happens.
They could not sustain it. They wash. So especially like 2021. The album Tinga Huma since 2020. They're from major artists until now.
And then like music voice song uba ungabina progress ne.
Yeah.
I think it's very difficult the artist is stronger to differentiate business now with their personalities. I'm saying this because
it's exactly what's happening with you right now.
I'm gonna give you an example. Joe. As much as Joe can try to be a professional businessman, but they take things personal. Their beefs are very personal. That's why I'm sweet close to impossible. Like end up is you 2 minutes thing.
Manyangatsi, even if people are personal, right? AKA that Casper, they are stunt. That's a stunt. That's my view. It's a they went very personal.
But you understand la beef generator interest.
I was about to say that. Look at what Casper and AKA did with their
They've
brands.
made themselves huge brands through beef.
Through beef.
Ambi Drake na Kendrick.
Yes,
you can name it. There's so many.
I didn't even want to go there. I wanted to bring something that's quite relatable. We can even go there. Because the beefs in America, those guys, they do beef, next thing they become huge. Look at Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Those two are.
That's what I mean. Wabana, it's the same thing. Listen, but it's vision. So one labaya, they ile problem. It's not a personality and so. It's ban laban abaterela kuduma. Abaterela kuduma. We'll call him back. Abaterela kuduma. So they became famous. However, abara plan okay, once in domini ko melela seba domini, but we bona an artist like Ben one endorsement you bona ka national. Cell phone anyana, network anyana, stikan, jet nyana, pep. Brandwood nyana sbar.
Again, if
Pela Ben is the equivalent of Makad's Namunad. As much as he did not cross over to the other side, but una market within those people who listen to traditional music.
He's bigger
but
than them.
No, it's not. He can't be bigger now because
He missed
his
his
crossover.
yes.
But because Avana Vision, they just wanted to be famous. They got the fame. Kambe. When la inelo so domain.
Ish, guys.
Your problem, Bella. So easy to do, Masbar.
And here's what people don't understand. And this is what I'll speak more to Tsonga guys who are still coming up. Here's what you need to understand. Fame is going to sell by date. Me, for man, as we speak right now, I'm not doing things based on fame anymore. I'm not worried about fame anymore. What's the word?
Transitioning.
I'm transitioning as we speak. I'm now more in production, directing, and creating other things. Because I'm aware, Gori, my sell by date time is soon approaching. It has approached. It's here, actually. I'm not relevant anymore. Kuna wise man. Kuna, and he's very beautiful. He's
As soon as I saw that the kids love Nsuku more than me, I said it's fine.
this is
I realized I
you can't compete.
can't compete with Nsuku. One neighbor Nsuku.
Kuna zigi.
What's on the guy when we started in Tsonga Pop?
Yeah.
I realized I used to be the traffic guy, but I sent Relagan Nsuku to get my
Your
traffic.
You see.
I was like,
why
it's
do you
over.
compete with that?
It's over.
I mean, again, kuna Manuel, Bazigi,
Batele,
all these kids are less than 30.
Yeah, and which means they have more years.
And forget 30. See, Sasakile ba Black Sabbath.
And it's not talent.
And here's what I loved about all of them. When I spoke to them in terms of trying to give them notes, not even a single of those kids tried to push back.
Yeah.
They listened and they improved their game.
Man, as soon as Nsuku told me his vision, I was like, okay, it's off. Una plan it, the man. He knows what he needs to do.
So I think we, as Batsonga, we need to understand that. We need to understand that very quickly. If we don't understand that, kuna sell by date, you need to transition at one point and become a different breed of your brand.
Solly Makamu hasn't evolved Fuka art clown from Mafenya Brothers to this day.
And here's the sad thing about Solly. I directed Solly in a film.
Yeah.
Talented guy. I pushed him out of comedy completely and he pulled it. So meaning there's versatility there.
No utoloberi in pela to be within that space. Anyway, so I love you say so ndanga go itele kuchakunya but music is what's the word on the street? Where are the albums? What's the music? I'm big gengelo yo chaya singing.
Sho Madjozi release something?
Swara, all these albums, I don't claim that Sho Madjozi was saying it was relevant for 2 weeks or 2 months at max.
Come on.
Within Nibula Tsonga it was 2 weeks. Within National it was just for that 2 months because there was a lot of rolling out that was being done. After that effort, Bale June, Bale Dash Up Right, Sparana Boxer, it did not connect at all.
But she wasn't doing it for them.
She was doing it for us. Ungarbalti feature Sandlen, Russian Army, Dr. Thomas Chauke. That was like the Avengers. Yeah, music. Watch Tsonga.
She was not doing it for us.
Or she was just using us as aesthetic.
No, but not, guys. I don't think she was doing it for us.
Who was she doing it for?
Look us. She was. Remember, Sho Madjozi, she's not playing at the league.
So she was. Okay.
She's not playing there.
No, but the way she set it up, it was that I've made it international. It was even one of her words in an interview. Album initially. Mara everything else I didn't get to do it. Now I'm coming back to put on my people.
But you see, but again, you see, I'm back because her game was
her game vele. Ani Maliana comes international. But album the sounds, the sonic wise outside the songs that had features were music watch song. The other songs were the usual for her international crowd and her mainstream crowd. Late anga indela. Literally the songs that she made for us, those 4 songs did not connect. They did not last.
It's 5. I think
it's 5. They did not connect. But I was like, okay.
And Batonga,
yeah.
Batonga, but if Sho Madjozi alokuma chance ya yena ya open. Wana kusukela la ka 27th November. Lokubo bina bo tresa the traditional times from mid-December to release their albums.
Yeah.
Engage even impact your card. However, because Malambana Aishi
Hey, Malambane was strong.
So
And
he
this one,
released the
what
album.
Benny did,
who's Malamba?
Ben Mangan, what Benny did, Utugu Madjozi ulukuto release, and he released on the same day as her.
You see, that's the crap I'm talking about.
Actually, in this one,
That is the crap I'm talking about.
out and in when.
And then release your
Swara,
good
who
work.
call me Shinyor, who call me Sandlen, who call me Russian Arm, who call me Iboman Gambela, DJ Mfundis, who call me all the relevant people in Karung in one album.
That's my
Spara.
point, guys.
Na
That's
mina-
my
Formula
point.
resources,
Namina
marketing
Spara
wise.
and Ukomina in what was that record label I'm signing international? Def Jam. Ngako.
How so nothing?
It's on.
Yes.
Mina was sure Sho Madjozi was about to swallow, was about to take the throne. Anugu, this is a chance.
She
But
has, guys.
no, not throne. Yeah, throne. Yala mid-range la. It's fine.
And that's the most important one.
Imako ya shaba.
That's
But
that's the most
but
important
it's
one.
disconnected from the actual people Lababa
That is
represent
the
with the
most
majority.
important one. Where's what I'm saying?
Where the man.
That's what the
But
man
how
is.
much support do we do? Because she doesn't do anything outside
guys
within
guys,
our spaces.
guys.
Ay balabuli batsonga bala.
I-
Labala mid-range.
Okay.
Washaba.
Hashaba,
My kid is a fan.
Hashaba.
We stream.
We stream.
We tweet.
We talk about it. We make it out there. Who do you prefer?
No, but
But-
logo from a music ingata kuya Tsonga. Logo uyala kungana majority.
Yes.
Phela yena ungaribali why the reason why we consume it that much is because we are disconnected from the source.
Guys.
No, from the source. La, yes, it's relevant, but outside, logo say itlhelela ka Batsonga, itlhelela ka ekaya.
They shade via WhatsApp. They
And-
shade
and-
via
Hey,
WhatsApp.
but
They
her
don't
music
buy.
is still not
They-
rotating.
They don't buy.
But the power
Eh,
after gave liar, the strongest influence, because they are stealing it. Music beleko even, but it's still not connecting as much as to us we are spending.
guys.
And the value, yes, the value is here.
No, and Matwa value ya Sho Madjozi. Amidrend Nelika Ivan.
Of
Yeah,
course,
of course.
It will not be.
Loco, let me give you an example. Loco,
Banguna mama.
oh, he saw. No, like I said,
Eh.
I'm going to Sunday. Iteka Sho Madjozi ifike ngubeka akerekeni kamlamula.
Yeah.
Look, we makereke only 2 or 3 people bangatatshunela kuswana and would have actual interest to actually have a photo with her. But look, what take a bin ifike ngosha kerekeni
But guys.
kamlamula to
Marani, when you langta from a point of fame, you know, balabla from a point of
bankability.
of value. Value ya Madjozi.
It's at a level.
I
it's
stand
crazy.
in it. That's why anga itutsumiswa star. Because I look the bookings. Number one, look book Madjozi aku last 80,000. Kwa alu anga tanga afford because number one, it's not viable. Logo unyika 80,000 ale she can only draw 15 people compared to logo teka 80,000 ale unyika Ben who will bring in 2,000 niggas.
And then
So that value I balance. Marala Joni, I can say Madjozi ndanga 80,000 now. She will pull in 2,000
guys, she was
from
at-
different in cultural groups.
she pulled John Cena.
Hey.
Do you understand that? She's at a level, yeah.
Yes.
It's a different
Mara
level.
ungaribali.
And
We
for
should
me,
never. We
I
should
prefer
never.
that.
Yes, when because you have always been consuming music from
No,
coming from the urban point of view,
Not music, not from the music's point of
from a brand.
from a brand.
No, a
value
branding.
and building
She's putting
as-
it. She's pushing
yes,
as a brand.
Yes.
Mara loko say lango ta brand. Aingebona nuko ni panzula, but majita lokshina I want recognize. Why it's that same concept.
guys.
No, ni balabla just from a
Aba-
point. But why from where she comes from, the people she's saying she's representing.
They're
in
not
the
coordinated.
majority I balabuli in the from a brand point of view, she doesn't need Gengele standing because why? She's sorted. She makes millions based off performing internationally and performing
And
for the
that's what-
mainstream.
That's for me.
But at
for
the end of the day, Madjozi, as what she said, look industry. She was trying to inspire us, one only standing only shili, to say you can be there.
But she
So
did
we
that.
yes, and we still need to see more of that. With and bon, it's like an example. If Master KG becomes so huge that Logafika Bulobe to Genga ya Chino, you see that's kind of like a Urandua outside majority of your people.
No, but you see, here's why I'm making this argument.
Yeah.
Here's why I'm making this argument. I make this argument based on this fact.
Yeah.
Kuri already here as Tsonga, when
have a problem.
we have a problem.
Yeah, problem.
When someone does something for us, we don't support.
Yes.
For ourselves, we don't support. When they go and build something monstrous out there. We complain about what do we want?
Yeah, wayibona yelo ifika
we have a
iba
problem.
complicated
It's
wastakwe.
not
Hey Mako,
complicated.
she can't win on every end.
So, where she is,
Yeah.
where she's doing and what she's doing, I love that for one reason.
I feel she could do more.
She couldn't do it within a kaya.
No, she had the vibes. But literally, Madjozi has
Ekaya.
Akaya
No,
before.
she couldn't,
Bon, what's
guys.
that again? This is how I see it. She had the opportunity when she was the most exciting thing within
Guys,
us.
she
Bon,
couldn't.
as well.
Yes.
Because what's that why she was doing Gom. That's why she couldn't. She did
doesn't
Gom for
matter.
over.
Gom is
No,
music.
Gom my music was here in as
It
well.
doesn't matter.
That
guys.
was that music law suka quiz, but why it popped.
It
Number one,
doesn't
IKZN
matter.
music law was big. You know why? Because look about drugs, about clubbing. So it's for that. Born outside that, Gom was a wave nationally, but wave yale aingenangi butsonga.
But guys,
Yitina Madjozi nzeni.
here's what I'm
Outside that,
saying.
the album langa ihumesali ibare in What a Life. I feel that it should have been the album
Yes.
loko, when she broke into the industry.
yes,
If she had
here's what I'm
brought that
saying.
album, born of man. If she had
It was-
brought,
it
if
was
she-
gonna pop.
it was going to pop.
Nah.
When she came out with Bo Dumi phone, if she gave us a Shawumba,
It was not.
if she gave us
It
Shawumba,
was not.
so
But
here's
one
why-
thing that I think we are all missing album yeah Sho Madjozi, ne? Musical wise, it's got some that Tsonga. It's trash compared to Kushbek and earlier because music wa Tsonga kusukela kwele ndhaku kufika lenga kona kuna tindlela leti u yimbelelisiwa ku xiswona.
But the music is not taking. It's not going anywhere. It's stuck at the,
Because
it has reached a
Ang-
ceiling.
Not
her.
Oh.
Not her.
our music.
I'm talking about- no,
She
guys.
didn't have proper producers to produce
Our music
because I think Gengeli
has hit a ceiling. guys.
that album were just too excited to hey we're into the Sho Madjozi
But our music has hit a ceiling, guys. Our music has hit a ceiling. Hello, music. Our Master KG. About with that type of music. I grew up with that music, guys. And I that music.
Okay. No, my cards.
Now that music is international. Why? Because we reached a ceiling and we need
No,
to
but
accept
this
that.
one, we need to put it like this. Master KG did not make it because he did something
Different.
international. It's the same thing, Jerusalem. What happened is that people created a challenge. The challenge blew up. That's a challenge.
No, but before even the challenge,
even
I would now-
Imalening is bar.
No.
Na similar be for 2 years before it went
Right.
international. Jerusalem.
Yes.
Bo
Yeah, I
Tsonga
have to
boy
pardon.
abari kurchineni before. So that the challenge made the song blow up. It's like Imalening. Imalening was out until the challenge now Duduzan. Then the song became super huge. So we can
Am I leaning? Okay.
hey na Jerusalem. The challenge is what took it to the next level. We should never Madjozi. What made her interesting to the people, to the public, to the international world. It was the fact that Ambalish Belani.
Thank
It
you.
was this mixed race girl.
understood.
She. It was like, what kind of Africa is this? They were drawn to that.
May the reason I'm saying, I'll go back to this point. I want to say, Kore, I'm with Madjozi on this.
But
one.
born ungaribali
let-
I ali
let-
nduma iyona mara lexi nsuka xibula ku pointa la uyibula what she did from vanhu va yingisela ku music wa Xitsonga she gave us a subpar
Again,
music
no,
hi vulavula for man a hi vulavuli hi mhaka yo u dumile and
No,
she's powerful
I-
hi vulavula but just a hi nge u
I
endla
wanna speak
what do
about-
you like hip hop
I wanna
a hi nge
speak-
Dre a wu ku humesela mbodza wa album
No,
swi kamara
Dwan. I understand what you guys are saying. Kule,
Look.
subpar, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm speaking from this point of view and why I'm with her and I understand her and I'm fine with that.
okay
Ikuri, for 20 years,
no one has
I've
reached the level.
done. There was no other Tsonga person in SA media mainstream than Fumani, Akor Fumani,
yeah
for the last 20 years. Before that, it was Obet and
Charles.
Charles. I'm battling Klokweni.
outside bo Brian Baloyi abangasho
I'm battling Klokweni. Let's not even include those ones.
Yeah.
Because and then Fumani came for 20 years. I did more than what Obet did in terms of different programs and different channels. For 20 years till today, I've never made more than 10,000 in the Tsonga community.
okay
Why would Sho
But
Madjozi
there are those who are making more than that.
Yima.
There are those who are making
Which song?
not showcases from Batsonga.
But so
and
so
kukomba
but
ku
Twan.
and kukomba ku
Twan.
xin'wana u xavisaka Vatsongeni.
But he's
Is it,
declining. He's declining.
because
what?
he's not giving us anything new
He is declining. And the decline has
and
been
now-
has been for more than 10 years now.
Svara, this nigga has been struggling for a very long
I
time.
bet it is.
Even his music is just.
He's been declining. So my point I'm trying to say is this. Given Dr. Shnyori, given Fumani, Kuri, why must Sho Madjozi come and join the same queue?
I know. Minani Migayona Leo I join a queue. Where she is, she has positioned herself and with the market that likes her. That's the position. That's the only way Akwataku could drive Tsonga by selling it to non-Tsongas. But loko abuya kaya.
There is no money.
Bona loka abuya kaya ngise and gore kwa ma loka abuya kaya akula ku endlela something. Kungabi maka yo uta endla on a basis yo. He mako bongwe na mina endleli chumu.
No, I'm not saying that.
Mara mina here's the criticism ke. From a songwriting point of view, that was a trash album. All those songs did not make sense, but they did not have shokona nchila.
I like them.
Yeah, no, balabla just songwriting. This is an art form. Outside Tsonga na just as a writer, or just writing anything from start to finish, it did not speak. She could have used better words. She could have gotten right. She could have born as songwriting. She could have gotten proper writers who could write Tsonga music, and she had them in the actual album. Sandlen can write. Shnyori can write. She had those people in her arsenal. Ubats and the kin ubateris. Two, production-wise. Music could have been produced better, but angaso endlang so mina point leni bula iku. Then Karlo Angelaka wona sweswi. Yes, the album couldn't honestly what happened, why it did not connect. Mina I felt like she was coming for them. I felt that was the album that was supposed to say Madjozi has cemented a place Tsonga. That was the album that was supposed to have done that. But it didn't do it because mina one my biggest issue about songwriting. Music
vocally it was bad.
Yeah, so I was the vocal and it's again. Mina songwriting
and I think one thing which would have made that album great, ne? Sho Madjozi was supposed to have a producer, young music song. For example, I take legends like Bojo Sherman. He doesn't have to play anything. He has to be there. I there. Not direct because I think even was Sandland, Woman Man, they were too excited. But Sho Madjozi to an extent, I couldn't look over she talk as she
he did not have lyrics. All he said was like Sentirana Sho Madjozi. But
I always saying Namitra, I hear all of
and the beauty of Stayama Sho Madjozi is that we need to it's like every time man look about when we point out what is not working or any criticism she's not supposed to be, it's wrong that narrative. Sho Madjozi is kwembu. She makes mistakes, she has strong points and she has weak points as an artist.
My strongest points is what
you are focused. And Mina from just reviewing music, I look at both ends. She's powerful. For someone as powerful as her and with the resources and the access she had.
What if she knew what she was doing, guys? And
whatever she knew she was doing.
We're busy saying she could have. But what if she knew what she was doing?
If that was the intention, Minanir, okay, that was your intention, but it's not good enough for Mina as me said Mona Insela could this same on a basis you tsala. Because some of my vocabulary kumaka music. But Mina from a songwriting point of view, if that's good enough for her, I'm saying to her, you can do better. Okay. You can do better. But from no, I'm one of the target audience. But she or whatever the case is. So I'm saying
we need to
writing pain. Everything else, I was sure that albums, but I shut down.
And then
shut down, Svara. That was the Svara. She had the event. Like imagine, Shnyori has never done a feature up to Mzayan. She made that nigga break his rule.
But again, what if we're not used to it? Because Tsonga we don't do features.
I'm open-minded to that point that if
Tsonga before Sho Madjozi right now, which tell me other Tsonga artists that feature each other.
That major, no,
we don't. But anyway, we need to call.
Anyway,
we continue doing what you're doing. Don't be intimidated. Your truth is
and Utsika go take a Sho Madjozi nande.
What's that?
Hey, the man angangula Sho Madjozi, the man. The man
Stop being personal. You see, maybe not.
Stop
being personal.
anganyeki the man phela.
Stop being personal.
Personal.
Loko aborekile utata kushilungwetani leshi.
You see, wow, that's wow. We need to call him Kolano.
Yeah, so quick. Kesini ngona man. See you. Ndakubona kwala masiku.
Yeah, mimi ngarivala ku stream album. Yeah. Oscar Makamu. You mentioned that.
Man, I don't get the hype about that guy, but it avana podcast lo wasn't saying.
Album, the one that we need to stream. Yeah, next time.
Yeah, ma.
Mzilikazi Africa.
Mzilikazi Africa release album. Oscar Makamu release album. But
Mzilikazi are Tsonga. Let me just quickly put that disclaimer quickly.
Oh.
It's got different. He has featured a lot of artists all over Africa.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's been his
vibe anyway.
Pan African. So Manyangatsi, you can see we'll do this again. Look, review album ya Oscar Makamu.
Okay.
He's huge outstandings, but they love. It's like the new Matswabe mood.
Okay. Let's call that guy.
Sharp.
Shabra.
I
listen to it on the internet.
Being Tsonga in SA.
Listen live, online.
I'm Shane. This episode of Being Tsonga in SA is proudly sponsored by Sagwadi Hotel, a 4-star establishment in Mukutlu, in the town of Hazeview. For more information, contact Sagwadi Hotel on 013 010 1780.